colleague Madison.
Thank you very much, President. First of all, the solutions that were offered in 2015-2016, we saw them. Angela Merkel calls everyone to open borders. It resulted in massive chaos, and that had to be resolved with quotas, with uniform solutions. And where did that lead us? It led to a crisis in Europe. My message is that any pressure, any quotas, any reallocations, that will be the end of the European Union. Secondly, I've been repeatedly to refugee camps in Greece, on Lesbos. To call all migrants refugees is a lie. That's a lie. Over 20% of those people in 2015-16 were not from Syria, not from areas where war was going on. And our countries do not have the obligation to solve the problems that have been intentionally caused by leftist forces all over Europe. For example, also in Germany. I come from Estonia, and in our country, 65% of people do not support the common asylum policy, so forget it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Madison. Would you accept a question from Ms. McGuinness?
Bitte.
Danke. Jaak, Mr. Madison, I know you for some time on COSAC. I know what you're against, but I'm never certain what you're in favour of. So instead of telling us what you're against, could you tell me how you might resolve this problem? And what about the real humanitarian situation? Yes, of refugees and migrants. They're all people. Who do you put first? People or borders?
Thank you, Ms. McGuinness. I know you very well, and I know that you're a very nice person. And my solution is also, we have to protect refugees in their own home countries and neighbourhoods. I've been in Jordan, 2015. In Jordan, where about 80,000 refugees were stuck in the refugee camp, and they got any help from the EU. And they didn't want to come to EU. They want to stay in a neighbourhood country and go back to home as soon as possible. That's the first solution. We have to help neighbourhood countries in the Middle East, like Jordan. And second thing, solution like Australia, like Mr. proposed, is functioning.
Thank you very much, Mr. Madison.